So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to dive into today includes Project Spartacus, Sony's new service coming soon, PlayStation 5 getting full backwards compatibility with past PlayStation consoles, Sony possibly locks down a major third-party exclusive, and a new horror game similar to Silent Hill's PT from 2014 coming this year to PlayStation platforms exclusively. First, yes or no, have you ever had a PlayStation Portable or PS Vita or not? This relates to one of the stories we're going to go over today, and I'm curious how many of you here played on PlayStation's portable side of gaming. So comment below, yes or no, if you've ever had a PSP or PS Vita or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, PT-like horror PlayStation exclusive game coming this year. So, I'm not sure how many of you have ever tried PT back in the day. In 2014, that game took over the internet and everyone was trying to figure out the puzzle while at the same time trying to deal with their fear. This new game caught me off guard. I didn't even know this game existed before yesterday. Apparently, Sony Interactive Entertainment Spain and Quasar Interactive are working together to make this game called Do Not Open for PlayStation VR dropping later this year. Apparently, this game was supposed to come out last year, and on their site it says 2020. I'm wondering if this game got delayed partly to release on PSVR 2, which also is possibly set to drop later this year. It would be a great launch title, in my opinion, depending on the time of when this game drops and when PSVR 2 drops, if it's the same time. You guys get what I'm saying. Listen to the game's description from website PS Fanatic. It sounds fun in my opinion. So, Do Not Open is a survival horror game best suited for PlayStation VR by Quasar Dynamics. The game is inspired by the mechanics and experience of escape rooms. Its story evolves within the confines of a room that will bring the player's mental and physical condition to the limit. The main character wakes up in their own house to the sudden realization that something has changed. The house is locked up and it keeps changing as the game progresses. In an analogy of what is happening with the character's own head, Do Not Open is a non-linear game and players will get different endings depending on their decisions as well as the results of the tests they overcame through the game. So this seems to sound PT like. PT had you wake up in a house, go on a loop with the house continually changing bit by bit as the story evolves. Let's see how much this house changes as the story progresses, and is it a loop similar to PT, or does it have a bigger house that evolves as you explore more of the house? I'm excited to see what this is. I've got this on my radar now. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Sony potentially locks down a major third-party exclusive. Reading from comicbook.com, a new rumor involving Persona 6 has not only detailed when the latest entry in the long-running JRPG series might be revealed, but also the platforms that it could be coming to. In recent years, developer Atlus has already confirmed that it will be creating Persona 6 in the future, but it hasn't said when the game could end up coming out. And while 2022 absolutely doesn't seem like the year in which Persona 6 will release, we could definitely see it formally announced in the coming months. In a recent podcast from a video game leaker that goes by the name Nate the Hate, it was suggested that Persona 6 will be announced in the latter half of 2022. Nate specifically referred to how Atlus is making a number of ongoing announcements with the Persona series over the course of this year, and indicated that these reveals will conclude with the eventual unveiling of Persona 6. Atlus has hyped up this anniversary for Persona, and they continue to say we have announcements leading up all the way to September of 2022, which I would anticipate is probably the timing when Persona 6 is announced as a PlayStation 5 exclusive, he said. He went on to say that leading to this Persona 6 reveal, a Persona title from the past could also be coming to new platforms. I think in the build up to that, we get Persona 4 for the Switch, he stated. So, I'm not really familiar with the franchise, but I do intend to play Persona 5 Strikers, which just came out recently on PlayStation Plus, to see how that is. With that said, I see the fan base for this game, and it's sizable. According to Push Square, as of June of last year, the Persona 5 series, which includes 3 games, the original, Royale, and Strikers, have sold/shipped more than 6 million copies, and the series itself, Persona, hit 15 million copies sold according to the publisher as of June last year. So this is a nice get if Sony managed to lock it down, but you guys let me know if you're fans of the Persona franchise or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, Project Spartacus's latest news. So this story has been making waves recently and connects to the next story we're going to go over. Project Spartacus, for people who don't know at this point, is the supposed upcoming service for the from PlayStation that will wipe out PlayStation Now in favor of a tier system that includes PlayStation Plus at tier 1, PlayStation Plus and the ability to play a catalog of PlayStation 4 and eventually PlayStation 5 titles at tier 2, and everything mentioned before, plus the ability to play a catalog of PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Portable titles, along with the ability to stream games and extended demos of games at tier 3. That's Project Spartacus, a 3-tier service. According to Bloomberg, the service is meant to release sometime in the spring of this year, and the latest news might hint at that. Reading from VentureBeat, gamers in the United Kingdom will no longer have the option to buy a subscription to PlayStation Now at UK retailers. By Friday, January 21st, the retailers in the country will have to pull PlayStation Now cards from their shelves. This is according to messaging that is going out to stores like Game this week. PlayStation also provided an update on this according to VentureBeat. PlayStation said, globally, we are moving from PlayStation Now gift cards to focus on our current cash denomination PlayStation gift cards, which can be redeemed for PlayStation Now. So Project Spartacus is meant to remove PlayStation Now in place of this revamped PlayStation Plus tiered service, and this PlayStation Now card removal seems to be in line to get ready for that. PlayStation PR really can't say anything, so I'm not surprised by their answer. If they really wanted to focus on gift cards, they'd also remove PlayStation Plus cards as well, but obviously they haven't. They've only removed PlayStation Now cards, which indicates that they're getting ready for this new service. But of course, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. And now diving into the final story of the video, full backwards compatibility for past PlayStation platforms. So here we are once again talking about a patent, only this time it's a patent that has circulated around the internet like wildfire, with the origin of this whole spiral, from what I can see, saying Sony might have finally cracked the backwards compatibility code. So we have Sean here, who works in the media. He tweets out, new Cerny patent sure sounds like he's nailed backwards compatibility for older PlayStation consoles. This got retweeted many times, but from there people just went straight to the patent itself and started mentioning that when someone found the link. So what's this patent about? This patent is about spoofing frequency clocks, so spoofing GPU and CPU clocks from what I'm getting here, to match what an application needs. So if this is a PlayStation 5 game, it runs at a frequency expected for a PlayStation 5 title and does the same for a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 1, etc. That's the idea that I'm getting here. The thing about this patent is that it's an old one that's been updated this month, and I'm not going to throw it under the bus because of that. Patents get updated and ideas evolve, so by all means, they could be at a better position now than they were before. It doesn't always have to be a new patent for it to be interesting. The thing here, however, is that some are using this patent as the point at which Sony finally figured out full backwards compatibility for everything. My thoughts are, why this patent? Where were you when we were talking about spoofing CPU IDs? That patent also made it seem very much like Sony cracked the code and was close to it. But again, we talked about that patent a while ago and we haven't gotten anything as of yet. This updated patent doesn't really give us any clear indication either that they figured it out any more than that CPU ID spoofing patent. The reason everyone is excited about it now is because, of course, of Project Spartacus, what we talked about in the last story. My advice here is this: Sony is clearly researching the topic and probably have figured out a good chunk. And when it comes to Project Spartacus, like I said before, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable will most likely be downloadable. PlayStation 2 is already downloadable now, but PS3 will probably still be stream only. I hope that Sony does have it all figured out, and does have the ability to allow PlayStation 3 games to also be downloadable, but keep your expectations in check for this one. PS1, PS2, PSP, probably downloadable. PS3, maybe not. We'll see. But you guys let me know if you think PS3 games will be downloadable or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. And subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Give me the classics, please." Obviously, this is in reference to Project Spartacus and the full backwards compatibility story that we just covered. And I hope that Sony does have PS3 titles figured out. But if you're excited for the backlog of PlayStation titles, destroy the comment section with "Give me the classics, please." And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.